What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. As of today, we are now officially back at 650 subscribers. Holy smokes, wow. I cannot say thank you all enough for all you have done with all the shares, the likes, the comments. Very uplifting on the comments, and I cannot say thank you all enough. Like I said, I know I haven't posted every day, but and like I said, this is something I do try to do. But everyday life, things can get busy at times, but still I try to post. But I cannot say thank you all enough for 650 subscribers. And I know I'm not, probably seem like I'm not, jumping around, excited for it, right now. But it's one of those nights that my allergies are, messed up, and my allergies are messed up. That's what happens. But I cannot say thank you all enough. Again, for 650 subscribers. Wow. And like I said, this being here on YouTube, this is something, one, that I enjoy, because I love to be able to help people, because again, that's how I was born and raised. Now you all have saw the downside of what I go through, like what I told you, and that's not me. That's not the kind of person I am. I'm more of the go-getting kind of type, the energetic person. Like I said, I've had my setbacks. Right now, I'm not, setback. One setback I have is driving. Here a while back, I fell getting in my truck and messed up my wrist, and then that took a while to get healed up, and then I had kidney stones I had to get removed. That took a while to heal up. For me to already heal up as well. And then a few months ago, a few months ago now, might have been longer than that, lost track. I had pneumonia in my left lung. I was on oxygen for a couple days, and then I was on breathing treatments for a couple days as well. So, after all of that took a while. It's taken a while to get my strength back. I mean, longer than what I thought it would. Usually if I'm in the hospital, I bounce back real quick. Because usually if I go to the hospital, it's just a UTI infection. And for those that may not know what a UTI is, that's a urinary tract infection. I get those. And sometimes it's just, it depends. Sometimes it gets bad enough that I do have to go to the hospital. I'm in there maybe 3 days at most. And usually after that, my strength will bounce back real quick. Now, a few months ago when I had pneumonia. It took my strength big time. And, for someone that's sitting down, it's already hard getting your strength back to where you had it, full strength, before all the pneumonia hit. Plus, yes, that was the very first time that I had pneumonia. And did it scare me? Yes. I mean, for those of you who saw my YouTube video while I was in the hospital when I did a daily check-in, yes, that was, if you can go back and watch that one. I still have it, up here on YouTube. If you would please, even though I may not have sounded like I was scared, trust me, I was terrified. Because there's times when people have pneumonia, they don't make it. And it scares the hell out of you. I promise you. Actually, I lost my grandma from that. Of course, not only did she have pneumonia, but she had, multiple other things as well. But when the doctor, said, hey, you had pneumonia, that scared the hell out of me. And that's why it scared me. Luckily, I didn't have to get flown to a different hospital. And I was just to stay at the hospital I was at. But I'll tell you what, take care of yourself. That's the thing. If you don't feel well, if there's something on you that don't feel right, get it checked out. Like I say, if you're feeling sick, get checked out. Please. Definitely get checked out. Because in the long run, it's going to help you, to get checked out. Because you'll be able to, figure out what's going on and get that fixed. So yeah, it's taken me a while to get back. It took me a while to get back to, my workouts. It took me a while to get back to everything. And that's just as Wednesday. Yeah, as of Wednesday was my first. I went back to the gym and had my very first workout, and then I just had my second workout tonight. Earlier today, I'll put it that way. And yes, I'm feeling it tonight. I'm definitely sore. I'm hurting tonight. And what's not, if I'm not really hurting, my muscles are just burning. I'll put it that way. But with that said, I'm back, and it's just taking me a lot longer to get back. See, with something that's, like I said this, like with me, like we'll just say me for example, as somebody that has a wheelchair, it takes a lot longer to get your strength back when something goes on. Like, again, when I had pneumonia, it took my strength. It took me a while to get my strength back. And like I said, that goes for anybody. It takes everybody a while to get their strength back, and things like that happen. But, like for someone like me, or anybody that has a wheelchair or, a disability, it takes a while to get your strength back. Is it scary? Yes. Like I said, that scared the hell out of me. Pardon my language for anybody that's young and hears that, and like I said, I just don't know the way to say it. That scares the hell out of me. But you know what? As of today, I am now back to the gym. Today's my second day back. I'm still having somebody take me because her body's still not strong enough to be able to lift up in my truck. Because like most people that use their legs, use their feet to get in a truck or a whatever, a lifted vehicle. For me, I have to use my upper body, so it's taking me a longer to get back to that, which is okay. But I'm hoping sooner than later to get back to that, to be able to drive, to the gym or really, just anywhere. Pardon me, I'm young. But with that said, you know what? It's going to happen. It's just going to take a while. And that goes with anything. No matter what you're after, it's going to take a while. Yes, for some people, it might take longer than it does others. But that's okay. It might take, me longer. It might take me 10 minutes, to go a mile. And just in my wheelchair. Like you see like a high school track. It takes, like a high school track. You can run, 4 laps is a mile. And it might take me 10 minutes to run that, or being it with the wheelchair. Whereas it might take somebody that can run on their feet 2 minutes, for example. I don't know if anybody can run that fast, but I'm just trying to throw examples at you. So what it takes you to do something, it takes me a lot longer. Now, with that said, like if I drive, or when I drive, most people use their feet to drive, to go from the gas to the brake, or, from the gas to the brake to the clutch, depending if you have an automatic vehicle or if you have a manual. As for me, it's different. because I have to use hand controls. So it takes me a little bit longer, to get from point A to point B. But I always make it work. And with that said, I also have to use the wheelchair. Or excuse me, I always have to lift the wheelchair in the truck. That takes a little bit of strength as well. So again, since I don't have the strength, my strength to be able to pick myself up to get in the truck, to lift up, I gotta have that strength as well to be able to also lift the wheelchair in the truck as well. So I gotta do both of those things. But yes, I still, like I said, I went to the gym twice this week. Was I hurting today when I went? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was big time hurting from my workout Tuesday. I don't think what day it was. I was big time hurting from, Thursday. I was big time hurting, from today and Wednesday, excuse me. I was big time hurting from Wednesday's workout. And then today being Friday, I'm hurting, but did I still go for it? Yes. And that's what I'm telling you. If you got a goal, if you're after something, go for it. Go after it. No matter how long it takes you. Don't matter if it takes you a month or a week or a month or even a year. Go after that goal. No matter what it takes. Keep going. And let nothing or no one hold you back. Again, yes, I want to make this a working paid job because I love to help people. And that's, like I said, that's how I was born and raised. So with that said, keep going, keep being you. Much love, and let's get it.